Hello, beautiful souls. Today I wanted to talk about why narcissists don't feel guilt. And I mean, like, they can do the dirtiest of the dirty to you and they won't feel guilt about it. About the closest descriptor that you could use for guilt for a narcissist would be a feeling of discomfort. And that only comes from the negative gaze or opinion of others looking at what they've done, if by some miracle chance they get a view on what exactly they've done. Because narcissists are really good at lying, are really good at deception, and no matter where you encounter them, whether it be within familial relationship structures or any other sort of power structure, whether it be, say, landlords or bosses or anything like that, they're incapable of guilt. These people will act in some of the most obnoxious and illegal ways, and they will do it without care, because as long as they can lie and get even one, preferably more people behind them in on their actions, then that's just the fuel that they need to justify whatever it is that they're doing. It doesn't matter, like I said, if it's against the law. It doesn't matter if they're taking water or power away from a family or children, or they don't care. These people lack ethics and morality on every level. And I will go as far as to say that because they lack those ethics and that morality, they are what one would call evil. They take actions designed specifically to cause harm, and they're causing harm to innocent people because that gets them a bigger supply and more potential codependency, which means more of a secured, longer-term supply. And these are the motivators and the reasons why they do these sorts of things. It's really easy once you see it, once you recognize it, once you know what they're doing. They will take money, they will steal inheritances, they will lie, they will say that they've done things that they haven't done in order to cover their tracks. They will destroy legal papers. They will do anything. And that's why when you're engaged with a narcissist, it's always best to have everything in writing. Now, you won't be able to do this in like a relationship or a familial structure, but you can do this in other forms of power structures, like, say, landlords or other things like that, bosses, things like that. You can restrict all communications to written communications, because at some point you're going to need those as evidence when that person comes back and tries to lie about what's actually happened. Because the other thing about narcissists, and I've said this many times and I will say it many times, is they aren't that smart. They think they are. They think they're genius level, but they're not. They're just not that smart. And that is what it is, right? But you, having one of these people in your life, you need to protect yourself, because they will know no bounds. They will come after you on any and all levels. If they feel that you're slipping away, or that you're not going to be a supply, or they feel threatened on some level, and it doesn't take much to threaten a narcissist, let's be honest. It doesn't take much. I mean, you could just sort of blink in the wrong direction. That's a threat. You could not comply with an order of control for 1 second, and that's enough of a threat to a narcissist. Keep yourself safe. Keep yourself protected. Keep everything documented. Record things, video. These people aren't like your regular jagular humans. Normal people will go around and have some level of accountability for their actions, and most people, I like to believe in my heart of hearts, most people are trying to be good people. They are not able to commit great deeds of evil without conscience or consequence falling on their heart, or even just a second thought like, oh, or maybe you shouldn't be doing that. Narcissists don't do that. They don't think like that. And the only reason they may think like that or appear that they're thinking like that is because somebody else told them they shouldn't have done it. That's it. Someone else told them they didn't want to get busted. And so they came around and they tried to make it look like they weren't. Protect yourself. These people toxic is an understatement.